Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. We're back for another day of live trading, and I have some other exciting news coming up, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, hosted by the professor, a former math teacher, professional trader, and coder for Charles Schwab's Thinkorswim platform. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Today we're trading with a large group up here on Zoom. Charlie's over here handling the chat. We have other traders in the studio. Alan's running a little late this morning behind me. And this is the studio where a lot of people are trading. So we're all going to be trading market. It's all going to be on Apple. And we're going to be doing the RV strategy this morning. And we'll break into what that is and what this layout is in just a second. I did want to make an exciting announcement. I've been kind of on hiatus for a little bit. And I've been working on the Trading View scripts, their scripts for the ones that I already have done for Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim, and I get asked the most for that platform. So, and then I was asked to do it for Trading View. So I went ahead and did a whole bunch of them, which should be available very soon at the $1 Million Margin Club. The same scripts that everybody's been asking about, like the most popular ones. So hopefully. That's exciting, a lot of you guys. So what is the RV strategy and how does it actually work? So the RV strategy is a large cap strategy that came out in March of 2023. Which was, God, time is flying so fast now, but which basically was developed by a group of traders, professional traders, and they were trying to find a safer way to trade other than momentum trading, where so many had lost so much money and you're risking so much by putting in thousands and thousands of shares. Now, this strategy can be traded with 5 shares, 10 shares. You don't have to trade it with 800 that we have today, which is well above the 25,000 that's needed in your PDT account to margin that times 4, which is typically 100,000, which would be only 400 shares is all we should be able to afford. But everybody here has over 50,000 in their account, so we were able to go up to 800 shares. Now, the RV strategy is a range-bound strategy, so you find a high and a low range. You expect that stock to move up and down throughout the day. So first you develop that range, and then within there you develop support and resistance levels inside there that are guidance for you. Not they're not absolutes, but they're just guidance, and those are based on historical data and the Fibonacci levels. So we'll go into exactly how we set that up in a minute. But the large cap and mega cap strategy is a $25 billion minimum market cap with a $1 billion minimum float, and designed to move sideways, designed to not have a news or a catalyst, designed to just be very calm so that you have a chance to recover if you've perhaps picked the wrong direction, that it will come back again and retrace its steps. However, you can never count on that. That's why I always recommend that you have a maximum loss per trade and a maximum loss per day. You trade in a simulator first. You seek the advice of someone licensed, because I am not licensed to help you and guide you through these things. But I'll be showing you different tips and tricks and video demonstrations to show how things might go for you if you were able to figure this stuff out. Now, do I think that strategies and particularly the right indicators make a difference? Yes, I think they are the difference between a professional trader and a beginner trader. There's just no doubt about it. That is, once you learn a strategy that works for you, that you feel good about. Remember to watch my video, Trading with Nerves of Steel. If you can't trade with nerves of steel, you probably don't have the right strategy. You probably don't have the right share size. So watch that video, guys. There'll be a link to it at the end of this video. But, you need to practice and you need to feel comfortable with your strategy. And then if you are, the next thing would be getting the right indicators. Really the difference in the prop firms that you see, they are using the right indicators. They're battling against high frequency algorithms, as are we. And you need every trick in the book. And with modern technology getting better and better, and with AI, there are a lot of really good indicators out there now that literally help you predict the future. So trading's becoming easier if you can control yourself. If you can't control yourself, then it's probably worse for you, because you'll get too confident and you'll lose too much money. Get out at max loss per trade. Get out at max loss per day. Walk away. Live to trade another day. That is the hardest and most important lesson for people to learn. So on this layout, you have this is a 1 minute chart. It's a big jumbled mess, and that's because we're following a strategy. So I have everything on this one screen instead of 6 screens around me, so I can show you how quickly you can set this up. So this is a 1 minute chart down below. I'll go over the indicators in a minute. This is a scalping indicator down here. Reduced is a day chart. This is your active trader. This is the level 2. This is a 15-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart. Then reduced, we have a 5-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. These are all on here to help me set this up quicker. They don't need to be on here all the time. So on our 1 minute chart, let's go into this strategy first. So to set up the strategy, to find that range I was telling you about, you use the ATR level. The ATR is an average true range of a stock over a 14-day period, taking both the opening and closing prices and then smoothing them out and coming up with a general range you expect the stock to move. So that's what we did. There's our high range and our low range based on a single number, an ATR number, and then divided in 2. So what we do is we look at the close of yesterday. If you look to the right of my picture, $238.03. All right, so you take that number and you divide it by 2. And I'm sorry, that's what we closed at. You go down here to the ATR and you see what that is. When I go back over that day candle, it's $6.03. So we're just going to call it $6. Okay, so $6 you divide into. So you subtract 3 from that close of 238.03. You subtract half of the 3 to get a low level, and then you add half to get a high level. That's the range we expect the stock to trade in. The next part of the strategy they suggest you do, that you should do, is you open up a Fibonacci, which I have up here on the top of my chart. Lots of videos about how to set up your platform. Just the last video I did, I was giving this exact layout away for free, so you can just go to that one under Show More and find it there. Remember, you highlight, copy, go into your setup wheel, import shared item, press Control-V, and it will go in. You don't need to do anything else. Just go look for it. Don't start following their prompts or it's going to say error. It'll be in there if you do just what I said. But always you go left to right on a Fibonacci. So this one happens to be high to low. This is a 5-minute 10-day. That's what it says to do. And you snap it. I snap the bodies. The book says to do it by the Wix. I recommend getting the book, Day Trading Volume 1. I don't know if I said the title. I'll have a link to it. It's just all about trading generally for beginners, which is great. That's why it's called Volume 1. It's one of the most popular trading books there is out there, and pretty much every professional trader owns it. But it also has a strategy guide about this one strategy that's very safe for beginners, just trading 1 share, 5 shares, whatever you might want to do. So after you do that, what happens is these Fibonacci levels open. Fibonacci levels are considered nature's mathematical formula. Now, there's lots of strategies that use these and use them at different time increments on your charts. On this strategy, all of these levels are considered the same. They're all the equal support and resistance levels, so it's pretty easy to understand what you need them for. And then you go into a 5-minute 2-day chart and you do it again, Fibonacci high, and this one happened to be low to high, and you open them up. You can see how many levels are between the high green and the low red of the ATR. Those pink, not the blue yet, but these pink and yellow are Fibonacci support and resistance levels. Look at how in here the price action moved within those levels. So these are not frivolous levels. You're going to want to mark these to help you determine as guidelines which way the price action might go. The next thing you do, according to the strategy, is you open up a 4-hour chart. If that can't find you enough channels, you do a 1 hour. If that can't, then you do a 15-minute. And if that can't, you do a 5-minute. You can see these 4 H's. I was able to find historical data to create enough channels on a 4-hour. So what does that mean, historical data? Excuse me. I'll be trading live in about 5 minutes, and everybody's shuffling in here. I know Charlie's over here. She's handling everybody, so I don't have to do that. But what that means is where price action abruptly turned around. Like here's an example outside of our range here. See how it was going up? It abruptly turned around and went down. See how it was going down? It abruptly turned around and went up. So that is creating a pattern. Patterns within a pattern, the big pattern, right? And then there's other patterns, and I recommend getting the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. I have a link to that. That's the only one that rates the accuracies of these. So I would really get that book too. That's kind of a must for every trader. I mean, maybe you own all these things, but I put links to help beginners just with the basic best books. Both of those, the Day Trading Volume 1 and the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, are put up by the $1 Million Margin Club. There's other great books like Trading in the Zone and Best Loser Wins by other authors. So I recommend looking at the links and then reading other books yourself. But historical data is an abrupt turnaround. So they're called patterns because a pattern is giving you the idea that they're going to repeat, right? That's the whole, what a pattern means. It's created a pattern. It's going to do it again. So why wouldn't you mark it out, right? So that's what professional traders figured out long ago. And there's all kinds of different ways, different patterns to read. This is specifically right at the beginning of, hey, it turned around right there. Let's mark it. Simplistic pattern. That is the easiest pattern for beginners, and really pros use it to this day. They look at where price action stopped and turned around. That means a bunch of people bought it right there or sold it right there or got out right there, and they're waiting to do the same thing again. So hence we have a pattern. So you're going to want to mark those out, and you're trying to create channels in here where the price action can move up and down. You can see I marked some wicks, I marked some bodies. I also smoothed it. Like here's a line where there was a bunch of wicks up and a bunch of bodies. So I just grabbed sort of a center. So there is some subjectiveness. If you just did the straight turnarounds, you could do that. But I like the 4-hour time increment because people trade at the higher time increments. So that created these blue lines right here. And now we have the entire layout that, how I set it. And we're going to trade in between those. I'm just going to get ready, guys, because we have to start in just a minute. And I will go over these indicators a little bit more as we're starting to trade. So you understand. Now you understand how we lay out the strategy. Now let's talk about how we use these indicators that make all the difference in the world. So I'm keeping an eye on the 15-minute and the 5-minute. What I have here is a great indicator. This is the multi-chart alignment. So people trade at different time increments, knowing what their candle color is, knowing what they're thinking all at once without having, screens all over, charts all over the place. This is the 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour telling you what those candles closed at. So you know what those traders are going to look at before they go in and out. Multi-time alignment is so important. Knowing what other traders are thinking, trading with the crowd. So that information is really important to have at your fingertips because you're looking for the perfect entry and perfect exit to do things. So speaking of trading with the crowd, I do have every half dollar and every whole dollar marked as well. There's a script that does that, or you could just do it yourself. People tend to go in at half dollar and whole dollars. They have preset market orders at those prices. So again, you're not trying to think outside of the box. It's I've invented some new thing. That's not what you're doing. You're trying to figure out what everybody else is doing. What are they doing? And then you jump in and jump out with that. I like to come up with new ideas too. But when it comes to trading, you want to know what everybody else is doing. Once in a million, you might be able to guess something that nobody else is doing and really capitalize on it. But if you want to be consistent and make money, like that. Here's our studio cat coming through. Yeah, I see you. That's my microphone. Yep. Okay, you need to settle down. Good girl. Guys, we're going to start in just 1 minute. And everybody's there. So what are we looking at here today? Let me just get ready as before I go over the rest of these indicators. So it is banking off this fib level pretty consistently, guys, which makes me want to go long off of it, but I'd want to catch the lowest possible point. In about 30 seconds, we'll be going in trading market. Don't expect, now these are all multiplied by 100 on the level 2. The share is waiting, and then Charles Schwab is giving you 2.7 times liquidity. If it's not there, it will fill it. And they've guaranteed me 0.2 of a second to fill, and it's pretty accurate that they do that. If you're getting slow fills, you definitely want to get them on the phone. So here we go, guys. I'm looking for the dip right there, so that's great. It had already dipped down. Market maker dip. Is it going to go down? I'm going to take that. 39. I went long at 236.39. Charlie's letting them know. So the strategy starts exactly 1/2 hour after market opens, and that is on the New York Stock Exchange. That's 10 a.m. The market opened at 9:30 a.m. and a lot of people jump in at this price rate. Did everybody get long on that? Yeah. Yep, you're going to walk in front of my screen again? There you go. Now you got a spot to lay down. Okay, so guys, we're looking at it. It banked right down here. You see, this is a buy-sell oscillator. This is an RSI crossover here that is programmed in on a special indicator. So this is like gold. Like you want to have these gold bars sitting on top of your desk. These are like gold bars. They tell you when the price is going to turn around. Look, it's not 100% accurate, but they form prior to the price action ending, and they pretty much tell you. Now, when we trade Apple here, we're not going to go in and out 5 trades in a minute like you might have seen me do in the last, well, I think I just did that the last video. But Apple's definitely a sort of a slow movement, but I'm interested here in what is going on here. So I should have maybe taken that. Yep. Some of you captured that and went short right there. Second arrow saying we don't want to go past this level. This is the buy-sell oscillator. I have a link to that script if you want to get it at the $1 Million Margin Club. That's where they sell all the best scripts. They're like $24. Look, you make the money in one trade, so it's far worth it. And these will soon be available at TradingView, I think within a week or two at the most from the date of this video. So if you're waiting to get them on TradingView, I'm not sure if that, I haven't done them all yet, but that's what I do. I'm a coder. But most of them I've been able to duplicate for TradingView. But look how this oscillator worked. Turned around there, turned around here, turned around there. It's just, this one didn't. They say it works at about 70%, but I think it's more like 85, 90% accurate. But it really did turn around because it went all the way up here before it went down. So it's just giving you, it's giving you the notice that things are about to do. So now normally I would have captured a couple of these little trades. We were just talking with everybody that I'm not going to do that as much this morning. I'm going to wait for the bigger move. But man, it looks like it's trying to break this flat bottom right here, which is scaring me, and I don't want to miss it. And then suddenly it's down here, and then I'm in a losing position. So I picked up my prices like about right here. Now I'm looking at the scalping indicator too. So the red are the sellers, the green are the buyers, the blue column is the volume, and then here's the percentage inside every candlestick, right? So, and then this is also the new one has the EMA crossovers. You don't have to understand all this stuff. just understand that it works. That's the most important thing. But if you get into it, it's really not that complicated. This is the volume of the last candle. This is the volume of the current candle. So what are we really looking at here? So we're looking inside here within a 1 minute increment that updates in seconds. So we're just looking, what is this? What are people doing? So I antiquate it to you. You hear me all the time. You're sitting on a surfboard on it. You're waiting for that swell to come and then jump on. Here we go. Now we got to move, by the way. It's going up now. So this is kind of what I was looking for. And then you jump on that wave, and this is going to tell you when that wave is coming, and then you get off. It's designed for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. It's not designed on the 1 minute chart for you to just sit and hang on and go, hey, it said it was going up, and now it went back down. It's like, yeah, I should really theoretically get out of this trade. I'm holding it a little longer today. I'd like to see it retrace back up here, maybe to one of these fibs before I get out. I guess I'm looking at the next fib now, guys. This is a strong move. There's our VWAP. There's our 20. There's our 14. And there's our 9 EMAs. See this price action coming in above the market magnet, which we haven't talked about yet. And I'm liking the look of that. And the fact that the scalping indicator is saying straight up. Multi-chart alignment, all green. Okay, just that 5 minute is just now, which is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So this is just hovering on red or green, but it looks like it's about to go green. And there's the magenta line is the center of the market magnet. So that seems to be a hard stop for it there. So I really need to see that break, that, or this price action come in above it, or I'm going to reverse here, guys, and the first trade will be pretty successful. But as we get to the top of this, where the market magnet's telling you to turn around, and we have a fib level, I would turn around anyway, probably. Now, these arrows, green and red arrows, are part of the market magnet. They're not the same as these. I haven't seen a red arrow pop up here yet for the RSI crossover buy-sell oscillator. If I saw that, would be definitive that I would then turn around. So I'm still kind of holding out. I don't want this to go way down here, so I'll take the, yeah, that's the second. Now we've got a doji, which is a pattern. You need to learn that in the candlestick pattern. Which is basically telling you that it's a sign that it's going to turn around as well. So now we have multiple signs that it's about to stop. So I'm getting ready. Sellers didn't make it to the top there, though. So buyers are still wicked strong here. Oh, there's the arrow. Okay. So now we're right at the end. So let's see if this pushes up to that fib. Either way, I'm about to reverse, guys. So I'm doing what you call quarterbacking. So as a head trader, I will call the trades, but everybody is responsible for their own trades. So this move is done, in my opinion. I'm just trying to milk every dime I can get. I'm looking at the market maker right here, and I almost pressed this already. Can it do one little burst of up to that fib, or is it not going to do it? No. We're waiting. We're waiting. It's at the 238 even dollar now, gaining support. So it did turn around already. I don't really want to see it break this 37.82. I'm out at that level. Oh, there we go. Now we're back up. This is a good opening trade. So let's see how we do here. Yeah, I'm not much further up there. I'm going to stop. There's 39. I'm just going to take that. What did I get it at? 37? All right. Well, the fib's at 51, so I probably got it a little soon. I'm actually going to reverse around and try to get back up to the, there it is. All right. So that's an 1800 trade now. Now I've got it at 55. So I managed to do a baby scalp, which I know I said I wasn't going to do. I did it anyway, just because I could see that it was going to have some jerky moves there and I could capitalize. So now I'm at 238.55 short. I reversed. Now, I'm going to be watching these indicators. You know, that was a longer trade. That was like an 8-minute trade. You'll see me do 15-second trades like I did in the middle there. But often I will wait a minute or two, or sometimes 5. 8 was a little long, and it's I was twitching a bit there to hold the trade that long. But Apple doesn't disappoint with these slow dinosaur moves within our range. We're right in the center of our range. There's the low down there, and the high is still way up there, see? We're right in the middle. So we should expect it to kind of get near the top, near the bottom. So now we're doing what I call managing a bad position as it breaks the fib. So I have learned that when for years and years of trading, when I decide to get out of a trade, that usually means it's going to go the opposite direction, not just stop. So I learned to reverse, which is a great thing. One of the reasons I like Thinkorswim and Charles Schwab is that they offer that option. And for somebody like me and for a lot of people like me that just they don't want to sit and wait to decide, they're just going to make their move. And if they've made a mistake, they're going to reverse right back again. I remember some guy critiquing that just didn't understand trading. This guy's crazy. He right when the YouTube channel started, and you get a lot of people that, they just think they know whatever. Maybe they do. But this guy's crazy. He's reversing on a 1 minute chart. Don't listen to him. And it's just like, okay, what is your experience with this? It's just a different way to trade. People don't understand if you haven't been exposed to it. But really what it comes down to, whatever's working for you, and what I've said many times is professional traders don't badmouth or critique other professional traders. They know how hard it is to make a living. It is not easy. And there's all these different styles. And wow. So guys, I'm looking at that buyers go down in volume and thinking that, I don't know, I think there's about to be a big burst here the other direction. So let me just see how it's resting on the market magnet right here where it pulls it and on the VWAP. And then we have a support level right here from historical data. 4-hour support levels should be definitely respected. It's like the third time it's banged down there. So I'm going to look to get off that level and just do a quick turnaround and see if that's the right thing to do. Yeah, I might have missed the turn there. I'm just going to take it there, a 91. That's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I'm looking for a bull flag here, guys. So this is a pattern. This would be the pole. This would be the flag. Now I'll have a link to the video how you can get your layout to be really, really sensitive like this, along with the nerves of steel. So you should definitely get into that. And then this is probably a good time to break here for a minute to show you some of these good videos. So I'll be right back. Hey everyone, this is the Professor for Day Trading for Success. I get asked a lot for videos I have already made, so I wanted to go over how YouTube channel works, how our YouTube channels work, so you can find the videos I've already made. The opening screen should look something like this, and then you should have one video that's sort of promoting the whole channel when you go to YouTube channels. This is going to be videos based on your viewing history that they might recommend. These are the shorts. I steal my shorts from the $1 Million Margin Club because I love playing the John Bull Bear game. And then these are going to be the videos in the order, and then my only affiliate link. And then up here you can click right on the videos, and you can have your choice of going the latest, the most popular, or the oldest, and you can scan down, and they'll all be there by order of that order. And then there's the shorts I talked about, and the latest thing we have on here is a playlist. But another way to find videos is like if you type in the episode EP 287. If I type that in right there, that's going to take me to one of the most popular videos right there. So, but let's go ahead and take a look at this. So that's how else you can find things. But go to the playlist. You can see the teams just made one, the 15 most shocking videos. But basically videos you're going to want to watch. So if you go down to these are all the playlists. I have a lot of them. Every season, and then other specific ones. Go view full playlist. This will have them all. Like the Bohemian student said, they really didn't catch on to trading until they started to watch all the video archives. I think these 15 are really the most important recent videos that I think you should watch. So hopefully, guys, that's helpful. Always stay inquisitive and go green out there. I'll talk to you soon. Welcome back. You didn't miss much action at all. The magic of editing. um, but so did I go over all the oh yeah, here's the ADX trend. This is going to give me trend alerts. I like to put this on the 5-minute. This is with the clouds and the crossover and the alarms. Like an alarm goes off when it's about to form a trend, and another alarm when it makes a trend, like if this action went up. Right now, if I were to look at these two I like to have on the 5-minute chart. I've been talking to them about trying to group the indicators that they make available per chart, because they ask me all the time, well, how do you use this? Where do you use it? And I usually give a demonstration for Charles Schwab about how these will work and how they might want them. I also work on tools, not just studies, and I mess around with the back end of the tools, and they don't like that too much. So sometimes I get in trouble when I do that. So we're looking right here. This just came higher than it had before, and it had an oscillator turning around, and this is a fib. Now, this is the 10-day fib, the yellow line, so I would tend to support that a little bit better, guys. I see some of you are going short, so everybody's nice and green, which is good. So there's your even dollar. Here's your fib, and it said turn around, which theoretically it did, and then came right back real quick. So it's kind of done what the arrow said to do, so we don't want to get confused there. Price action coming in down here. Now, this is price action that's already happened. This is the average of it since market opened, this magenta line. So when you see that, you like to see it pull that up, the average, because people are found. Wow, so it broke the 39. Yeah, if I see it at the 39 again, guys, I'm going to reverse at that 39 even. It seemed like it hit it, and I'm going to take that. 39 even. Wow. Okay, so that was a good fill. I'm going to reverse it again and try to get it back up to that 39 one more time. Let's see if we can. See, this is the problem when you try to catch these little ones, which is the very thing I said I wasn't going to do this morning with everybody. Because people don't like to try to do what I do, so I try to back off a bit from my scalping so tight so that people feel more comfortable to trade with me. But, sometimes I just go for it. We are in a competition here as well, friendly competition. But here we go, 94. It's going back up, guys. Nobody panic. Here we go. What did I get that at? 39.01 this time. So that's a little bit better. And I managed to eke out a couple $100 there. Oh, wow. I wish I would have caught that $100 right there. So I'm going short again for right now. Yeah, this did not pull up, guys. It had plenty of time to pull up. This fib seems to be trying to turn it around for sure. I like to talk about this like it's alive. I think it's easier for people to understand. Obviously, the fib isn't trying to turn it around. But there are people behind all these levels, right? There's people, the historical data. And that's who you're trading against, really. Every time you win, somebody else lost. Every time you lose, somebody else wins. Is that right? Yeah. So, there are people here. So you could think about it as kind of being alive. But I also think about every time it breaks one. This is something I've learned from the RV strategy, which has lots of levels, that every time it breaks a level, you picture it like a shackle trying to pull it back. What goes up must come down. What goes down must go back up. Eventually, the market just seesaws constantly. Here we go. So it's pulling back down toward this. This is the biggest it's gone down with the whole body of the candle here. So scalping telling you that it's going to continue. So I'm not going to try to do a baby scalp here, guys. So our goal today is 500 and 5,000 if we can make it in a 30-minute period. So we're only halfway there, and we're doing pretty good. Now, remember, you can trade this strategy with 5 shares. You look at this, oh, well, God, with that kind of money, it's not even fair. It's like, well, a couple things I have to say about that. You are not competing against me in any way, shape, or form. Watching me trade doesn't mean you can trade this way. These entertaining videos that you're watching showing examples of how it is possible for you to trade this way. I try not to show the really bad ones, so I don't tell you it's possible for you to lose this way. But so this is the possibilities based on, if you see me make a trade and I'm not explaining why, shoot me an email so I can explain why, where on the chart, why did you turn around there? So I'm trying to tell you so that you can predict the future. These videos are helping you to predict the future. That's all I can do. You can't trade like anybody else. That's like saying if you read a book on something, you can instantly do that something. And really, I don't want to overinflate it, but this is really hard. So I usually use the example of heart surgery. And granted, this is not life or death. So I'm not trying to elevate this too much. But as far as the learning of it, I think that analogy is pretty good. Like you can't read a book on heart surgery and be able to perform heart surgery. So, it's a process, 2, 3, 5 years of back-breaking trauma of you trying to make money doing this. Some people get it quicker, but the ones that take longer seem to have a better long-lasting career doing it. So I'll give you that little jewel if you're struggling. You're not. That means you really are learning what works for you, and this strategy is not for everybody. They tried to come up with one that was for everybody. Okay, oscillator again. See it? So I am thinking about turning around here. Okay, guys. So I'm looking there. Definitely where the arrow is, which is around 37.50. You would see me think about right in that area. Or if it starts to bank back up, I'm just going to get out and take this pretty good trade here. So looking for 37.50 at the market maker. Remember, don't look at the bid and ask so much if you're not trading limit. If you're not, going in and out at limit. Wow, that was good there. I should have taken that. It was close to the 50. $64. 59 for a second, huh? Seems like it really is turning around, guys. We're going to want to grab this profit, but quick here. Wow, it's back up again. Okay, tell me I didn't miss that. Don't break the 38. Oh, man, come on. Oh, wow. Okay, so I could have grabbed that down at $1,000 and I didn't get it. So I'm looking for a swale down. Give me another chance there at the 50 cents or near the 37.50, somewhere near it. We'll go for. There's 66. Wow, it went down so fast that, 57 for a split second. Yeah, I want to turn around. The signs are already there. So I'm just looking at price action now. I'm trying to get it down as close as I can to like 237.50, which would be one more reason to turn it around at the $0.50. And I don't think I'm going to get there. So I'm going to try to get out. That's twice I could have got that better move. Now it's hurting me. Now it's going. Now I lost another couple $100 on that. We do not want it to stay ahead of the 238. There we go. One more dip. Give me one more dip, and I won't play these reindeer games anymore. Really consolidating here, moving sideways, which is what's supposed to happen with these big stocks like Apple, which is like can move the whole market along with NVIDIA. And there was 69. Give me another. When I see a 5 there. I see somebody already turned around. I know I probably should have turned around already. I called it and then didn't do it yet. I'm just going to take 61. All right, but I broke 4K Now we have the oscillator telling us again, and it stopped at the 50-cent line. I didn't get it. Yeah, now it drops. Oh, well. It's hurting me now. All right, so we want this to hold. Sellers went up at the top of that, but the volume went down, so keep that in mind. Our multi-chart alignment is mixed. Seems like we're on the way to start trending down, but nothing's happened yet. And you can make these lines not look so much. Now, this is what I want to see here. There's this action coming in above my price level. I'd like to see it above the magnet itself. We may be, since we only have about 8 minutes left, we may be destined to do some shorter trades to kind of bring this up a little bit more. I mean, lower channel prices. So this channeled here, then channeled here a little bit. Now, kind of channeled. Now it's channeling down here. We'd like to see it get into this channel, head toward the magnet, see the price action coming in. It's above it, but it also might pull down the oh wow, there was a good looking candle for a minute. We'd kind of like to see it do this swaling and retrace back up toward this fib. Thinking about either this fib or that fib would be the ones I respect the most. This fib, because your market magnet is also telling you to turn it around. This market magnet, see the price action came in above it now? So this is the people that have already bought and sold. It's giving you instantaneous data on that. So you can see what other people are thinking. Again, it's like trading with the crowd, guys. So you want to know what other people are thinking. There's a few indicators: the buy-sell oscillator, the market magnet, the scalping indicator, the multi-chart alignment, and then this, you don't really need this as much, but I don't want to lose track on a 1 minute what's happening, so I put the trend on the 5 minute. And I've seen an alarm will go off if I get too bogged into little trades and then I get stuck in the wrong position. So I need to know if it's trending, because you might not notice it in the price action on a 1 minute chart. So that's why I have that, but that's the least important. I like the half and whole dollars, but you can draw those every single morning if you want on your stock. I would, or just keep note of them, if you can remember. But I would take those half and whole dollars very serious. I'm going to make a video. I haven't done it yet because it seems like with the new technology, what to look for the perfect entry or exit is literally changing like every couple of weeks. So every time I get ready to make a video saying you should look for all these things, another cool indicator comes up to help you. So I guess it's possible to get too crowded with indicators, but not yet, for me anyway. You can just zoom in on your chart tighter, and I would rather have more data. Some people don't want any. They just go by the seat of their pants. But let's face it, the ones that are doing that and are successful, they don't need to listen to anybody. They figured out what works for them. And eventually everybody gets to that. And what works for you might not be this strategy, but the indicators work with any strategy. That's the thing. It's just, but I'm a 1 minute chart trader, and that freaks a lot of people out. If you watch a lot of my videos, you're going to get very, very used to how slow, it's going to seem like it just moves so slow. Like, stop talking. What's going on here? It really gives you lots of time. I know TradingView, when I was doing the scripts over there, I mean, they go down to 1 second charts. Like, you can't do that. But you can look for momentum in those really short ones, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. So you can try to use the scalping indicator to a better, here we go. All right, so this would be my first, we're passing the magnet. So I kind of look to that one a little bit, 38.50, 38 to 38.50, or maybe this line just below it to see it, or it's going to make a bigger move back up. I'd love to see it get back up here, so we have a real swale here. We got an EMA crossover green. We have all but the 15 is green for the charts. So most people, although that's our first oscillator move, right at that fib that hit. So broke 5K. Can it get to the next? It's definitely slowing down. You see the volume going down for buyers on the scalping indicator. I'm just going to take that. 79. So reversed at 79. It's going to break. Is it going to break that fib? Looks like it might be breaking that fib. Let's see here. It's actually going to keep going. You know, it did look strong there. I just, I was trying to capture a smaller. Yeah, I know some of you just stayed long. I can see that that's. Hey, I'm in the lead still, so that's good. We'll see here. We're almost out of time, so I want to keep the 5K if I can here. So, yeah, this would have to be a big dip for me to lose this. I could just buy out, or I have a couple minutes left. Let's see. I want this to go. I want to go long again, guys. I'm just looking for a winning trade. I don't think I've had a losing trade yet on this. There we go. It wasn't enough. Although I don't think we've been getting much slippage, which is great. And you don't really get much slippage with Apple. Everything gets filled pretty quick. Our spread is really tight. So watch the archive videos, guys. If it seems like this is alien speak, just the more videos you watch, I'm just going to take that at 61. So it's 5,600. I was trying to get as close to this fib as I could. When you see price action coming up above the magnet at the same time you're going down, it's a real judgment call here that either it's going to pull it down or pull this up. But look at this, the sellers now, or I might have made a, wow, oh, I didn't even look over there. Wow. Okay, so it kept going down. So I made a judgment call there, and my judgment was bad. It's a crapshoot. So we're kind of at the top, too, so it might be going down. Yeah, I'm just going to buy out in a second here, guys. So we're at time. So we'd like to have this stay over 5K. Let's see if it bounces back up. Yeah, at the end of this candle is time. But we all stop when I stop as far as adding up. And then people can keep trading. But I mean, as far as we divvy up who did best, I think it's going to keep going, but we'll stop. You guys can keep trading, but I'll stop for the video anyway, and then I'm probably going to come back for the power hour, as you guys know. Okay, so now we're at the full 1 minute stop. I was just hoping for a push up here before I got out. There was one. It was a little bit. Oops, I was about to add another 800 shares. Yeah, I'm over time by just a minute, guys, but I won't let it go too far here. So here we go. See an 8. I'm going to take it at an 8. So 5,800 for me. I'm out. So Charlie will, if they didn't get out, Charlie will show, will mark with screen. Everybody takes a screenshot. But from the look at it, I'm in the lead by almost $1,000 from everybody, which is not normal. Normally we have people right with me or ahead of me. But excuse me, guys. So that is the RV strategy. And so Yeah, I recommend watching some of the other videos if this seemed strange to you guys, new, and always trade in a simulator first. Always be inquisitive to new ideas. And then you go green out there, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.